right, welcome back to the Critics Collective. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Today, I'm going to be discussing with you guys the Amazon original series Cross, which is a series adaptation of James Patterson's novels about the complicated and brilliant detective Alex Cross. I went ahead and read that synopsis because you can't mess that one up. It's no matter who gives that one to you. All right, so before we get into that, I do want to ask you guys if you're enjoying the content that we've been putting out, just make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you set the alerts so you guys can be in contact with us and help push this channel forward. Every interaction helps. All right, so as I mentioned, this is a solo review of Cross, the Amazon original TV series, which you can find available on Amazon Prime. Alex Cross is a character that's been around 4 years and has been played by a couple of different actors. And my initial impression when this series was announced was that I was excited. I was excited because of who was playing the character, Aldis Hodge. I've watched him over the years on a lot of different things, and I've always appreciated his level of talent, dedication to the craft. And so I was excited to see him get this opportunity. I was also excited that Amazon was behind it because I feel like Amazon really takes their content pushing very seriously. They're not just looking to check boxes all the time. I mean, and you can challenge me on that in the comments if you want, but I feel like at least the stuff that I invest in that Amazon puts out, I feel like they really care about the quality of the content itself and staying true to the source and not worrying about checking any boxes. So I was really excited that Amazon was behind it and the Aldous Hodges was behind it. And so we gave it a watch, and now I'm here to give you my highs and lows and a rating. So starting with my highs, I really love the tone of this, the cinematography and everything. It made it feel, real. It didn't glorify the DC area, or it basically showed you everything surrounding the DC area all the way out to Baltimore, and just giving you a level of realness. How the people are despite everything that happens there. A lot of the times you see DC in films or television, and they only show you the monuments. They only show all this beautiful glorification. I felt like they actually did a good job of really helping you get in touch with what's surrounding all of that, and the characters and everything really were represented well. So I love that. The acting itself was great, and I don't say this often, but even the children, the children did not bother me. Normally, in any type of content, when you get kids that are acting, they either can't act or they're written to a point where they annoy me so much that I don't want to keep watching. And I felt like they did a great job with who they chose. They did a great job of how they wrote them. The complications that they were having, they all made sense. For their age group. So it was all legit, and I was really just soaking it all in, just loving it. Now, as regards to the acting again, Aldous Hodge is a phenomenal version of the character Alex Cross. It's refreshing to especially when you compare him to the versions that we got in the past. Morgan Freeman played Alex Cross in Kiss the Girls 1997. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that. Morgan Freeman is playing the Alex Cross character. He also played Alex Cross again in Along Came a Spider in 2001. Okay, so that was a good representation of the character. They basically put those movies out just based on the books. They weren't really trying to push that it was Alex Cross, but they wanted that those stories to be made into movies. But then we got in 2012, we got Tyler Perry playing Alex Cross in a movie that was just called Cross. I think it's called Alex Cross. Sorry, yeah, in a movie that was actually called Alex Cross, and 2012, and that was not a great representation of the character. The script was not there. It was weak, and it was almost embarrassing. So when I like again, that's back to when Aldous Hodges was picked for this role, I was excited because I wanted to see a new rendition, and I think we got a phenomenal version of this character. With that being said, the flaws in this character, I loved it. They were understandable flaws based on what he was going through, but they needed to be addressed. They did not allow this character to get a free pass. And for me, that was that was top tier. Like we know our characters can't be perfect. But sometimes when they want to write flaws, it's something out of left field just because they think they're giving you balance, and it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't track with the logic. Everything this character was going through made sense. Everything this character was doing, um, even though some of it was out of line, those flaws were legit, and you understood where it's coming from. And he didn't get a free pass. There was penalization. There were consequences for his reactions or certain things he was doing, the way he was handling those flaws and those emotions. So I thought it was very much well done, and the writing was strong for the most part. All of the characters involved, they were developed well. The show did a good job of giving you two major story arcs, which is something I like in content nowadays, where you're watching them try to overcome one thing, and in the background there's something else that's constantly growing, constantly getting bigger, and they were able to successfully do that by giving you the two story arcs. And this one, the supporting characters were also developed well. And in the beginning, their agendas were very clear and their arcs were very clear. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna get into my lows. The What I just said about the writing and the agendas being clear and the development of the characters, that was early on. So as we get towards the later episodes, the last three episodes, things start to get a little messy. The writing becomes weak as far as the logic of some of the characters. I don't think they tracked. These characters were making the level of thinking and common sense that they had early on started to fall apart for the two story arcs, for the ending that they were trying to give us, and it almost, excuse me, it almost felt forced. It felt like they weren't really sure how they wanted to end it, and so they had to create conflicts that it doesn't like. I just start falling apart. I was like, it doesn't make sense that he would make such a dumb decision. It doesn't make sense that she would say this or do that. It doesn't make sense that this person would hold back this information after seeing such things. It became a bit messy, and what it ended up doing was taking that from a phenomenal show, a great show, to just a good show. All right, so clearly I'm already giving you my rating, so let's just go ahead and talk about that. The Critics Collective rating goes as follows. We give our accolades here: 5 being excellent, a must watch, highly recommended for all viewers; 4 accolades, good, worth watching, but has notable flaws; 3 accolades, average, some enjoyable moments, but lacks significant impact; 2 accolades, below average, some redeeming qualities, but generally disappointing; 1 accolade, poor quality, not recommended; and 0 accolades, horrible, absolute trash. And you can thank Venom, The Last Dance for that. Yes. All right. So for me, as I said, this show went from being phenomenal, great. Like I would have been even willing to give it a straight up 5, but then it just started falling from grace in the last couple of episodes. And I'm basically gonna have to. I'm teetering. I'm teetering. I'm teetering because the ending actually bothered me. The lack of what I needed bothered me so much. But I'm not gonna lie, I still enjoyed it for the most part, and I know a lot of people aren't gonna get what I got. So I'm going to give it a 4. 4 accolades. It's good. It is worth watching. It has notable flaws, but it is still worth watching. It is still a good show. I think that I'm looking forward to the fact that they've already greenlit the second season. They actually announced that before they even released this one. So I'm looking forward to getting more. We're going to go with 4 accolades on that. All right. So let us know in the comments how many accolades you guys give it if you did watch it, or let us know in the comments if this review is going to push you to go watch it, and come back and let us know what you think. I'm ready to interact with everybody. So is the rest of the Critics Collective team. And if you do enjoy our content, again, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the alert, share this video, keep the conversation going. Every little interaction with the channel helps us grow and helps us continue to give you the content that we love to give you. All right. So this was Cross, the Amazon Prime original series, which you can find, of course, on Amazon Prime. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Critics Collective. I'm Legacy Lingo, and we will see you guys on the next one.